but you totally sidestepped my question. You
Success.
totally sidestepped my question.
Because I don't know what it is. I don't know what success is. I guess doing the thing that I said, the cathedral, the great performance thing, and getting to work with people I respect as far as, their talent and their contribution and whatever.
Hmm.
That's, yes, that's success, but also, hmm, I definitely at that point I really do want to like give back. I really um I'm really like when I think about what can I do when I'm successful, I definitely think about like Chicago
Yeah, but you got to
because
know
that's
what
where
successful is first. What is successful?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I
Then
don't
how
know.
you going to know when to go back to Chicago if you don't know what success is?
Back to Chicago, I just want to donate to people doing like after school programs in Chicago. So I already know those people.
Okay.
I'll just let them do their thing. 'Cause I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Why would you think I know what I'm doing?
I
I don't.
don't know. You know why? Because I look at your Instagram. You look so together. You look like you know what I mean. You look at my Instagram, and it's
That's on
like,
purpose. I'm trying to look at like
you
it's
know,
together, but I,
yeah.
I, I go with the gut feeling a lot.
Hmm.
Um, that doesn't necessarily mean I have an end goal. I
Okay.
just kind of go with the flow, which
Okay.
is sometimes good, sometimes it's really bad because the flow could take you some other places, So it's like that's the thing because I love music, I love dance, I love theater. So if an opportunity comes up for me to work on a project that's like dance project, I'll get consumed by that, and then 3 months later, I'm like, I haven't done any music.
Mm.
I haven't done any this. And so my I automatically think, oh, I have to go back to that. And then I'll go back to music. And then all the work I've done towards like my dance career or whatever, I kind of throw that out the window
Mm.
because I miss music,
Mm.
you know? And it's like I feel like that's what I've been doing my entire life
Mm.
because I'm so interested in so many things and I need all of them in my life. I can't like choose
Mm.
that that's why success is so like difficult to describe because it would have to be all of those things at once and I just don't know if there's enough time in the day and
Mm.
plus I get too bored.
Mm. Mhm.
So not only bored but also a lot of times like things I've started when it gets difficult like that's where my like self-esteem thing comes in when I guess I'm not good at this, I'll go back to this that felt more comfortable and
Mm.
maybe I'm better at that, so I'll go back to music or to singing or whatever, and then if I hit some kind of a bump in the road on that, I was like, what I really wanted to do is be a dancer. And I go back to that. And so I never like get that far in any particular thing
Mm.
because I'm always like questioning myself. It's like, well, is that the thing I really want to do?
Mm.
And I'm like this,
Mm.
which
Ah,
you can
that's
also see on Instagram because it's a little bit of this and this and this and this and this.
yeah.
Mm.
Well, mine looks like I hit share by mistake too early. Like this, mine always looks like I didn't prepare properly, and I'm always going back and editing things, and you
You know
know,
what? Instagram right now, it just kind of gets on my nerves
yeah.
because it was a way to kind of just like express yourself and doing and people are just like it's like now it's their professional website, you know how they do like the huge picture cut up into like nine whatever and
Right,
then like they post a picture and then it all gets screwed up and then I'm like what are you doing,
right,
and
right.
then in your feed is just like a bunch of like blank spaces, and that's when I unfollow them
Yeah,
because I'm like I don't want to be just seeing a piece of your foot
right.
like 19 times in a row because you're trying to like create some whatever. Like put the full picture on a website or on Facebook. Like
Right.
it really bothers me
Yeah, yeah.
because I just kind of, and like I actually like when I was trying to promote for my album and this, I was like, okay, well, how do you get your Instagram successful? Like, oh, everything. always use the same filter.
Mm-hmm.
Everything has to be in the same color scheme. And, when people come to this and things are in different colors and some are in black and white, they tune out and then they'll leave and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't go. Okay, bye. Because,
Mm-hmm.
like, Instagram still is kind of like for me, if me and people that I know and people that care, and this is what I'm doing. If that is not in the right color scheme, then it's not. I
Mm-hmm.
don't care. That's how I felt
Yeah.
that moment when I
Yeah.
posted it. Like,
Well,
no.
see, the thing is now this is, you sound so sure of yourself. This is
I,
this, and this is I think it's a beautiful thing actually.
yeah.
Like you sound so sure of yourself in many aspects. Like the fact that you know the fact that many people when they can't do something, this is the end of it. They say, "Oh, I can't do it." Or if even if you have like difficulty with you said you might hit a hurdle in music and then you go to dance, but at least you're staying within, so you're making progress, you're still moving. And I
Yeah.
think this is a beautiful thing. I think it's a beautiful thing.
But I can't help it.
Uh-oh, you can't help it, and you're stuck. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear me. Oh, we're frozen.
I'll, I can't. Like, my whatever does not allow me to not do this.
Hmm.
Like, it's just not possible.
Hmm.
Like, that's who I've just been my entire life. Like, I
Uh-oh.
couldn't all of a sudden be a normal person. Like, it's just not. Yeah, you froze up for a second, but
Yeah, it
you're
froze
back
up for
now.
me. Like now it's back, but it was like I don't know. You probably said the something that would have probably changed my life and made
That I
everything
can't be a real person if I tried.
okay. But you probably said something that was going to click in my mind, and then I was going to come up with the cure for I don't know, bad breath or diabetes or something. But since it froze, now it's
Not meant to
gone.
be yet.
It's not there. So
Yeah.
that I mean, but that's cool. I mean, at least you're embracing it. You're embracing it, and yeah,
This is how this works. Let me tell you how this works.
okay. Tell me
I'm
how it works.
embracing it. Yeah, I've come to terms with what things are, and that's kind of just like where I'm at. I'm an extremely emotional person. So things that will happen in my life, like relationships or whatever, they really affect me. Like I'm definitely, you know, an empath or whatever. Like I feel things.
Mm-hmm.
So like once something happens, like I went through like a breakup or whatever, I didn't do anything for several months.
Mm.
It was like Netflix. Okay? But then one day I get up and then I start working on the album and I finish the entire thing in like maybe 2 months,
Oh, wow.
start to finish, production, vocals, lyrics, blah, blah, blah. And when I'm in that zone, I can't really think about other things.
Mm.
So like I know that if I start a project, it consumes my entire life because I'll literally like wake up in the morning and I'm thinking about this little melody line or I'm thinking about whatever, doing something else and like all the ideas at that point just kind of like marinate and I can feel them like kind of like starting to grow. And so like it overtakes my entire life.
Mm.
So then like 3 months later, everything's done, mixed and mastered, finished a video, whatever.
Mm.
And then I'm like, and again, that's a kind of like downtime.
Mm.
So even if I try to be really creative at that point, I can't because I just spent like 3 months going like go, 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 go. I'm exhausted,
Mm.
like mind, body, creativity, or whatever. And then I kind of chill. And then it's like, okay, now I'm going to start working on my solo project, more dance videos. So then now I write a lot. I have just journals and papers and whatever. That's where I write all the ideas that are more like the cathedral style, where I'm like, okay, I imagine this like this, like this. what am I interested in? So right now it's a lot of like I'm interested in, with human connection, I see it kind of as like circuitry, as like tunnel systems, as like pathways, as this and that. And I'm just writing all these ideas, blah, blah, blah. Um, and so now I'm again at the point where like I get up in the morning and I'm thinking about, oh, okay, I want this like this. Or I started choreographing this dance for one of my friends for his project. He
Mm-hmm.
released an instrumental project. He's like, can you dance to it on the songs? I'm like, cool. So I started working on that yesterday. Again, now the ideas are just like that. So it's so exhausting. But once I finish that, and then I have like the down period where I just, you know, watch my Netflix and like, because that allows my brain to kind of get involved with something else and not what's going on with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
It just like reading a book. Your imagination goes somewhere where somebody else wants you to go. You don't have to worry about yourself, your life. Like it's almost like a break for my brain. Like when it's time for something new to be created, like I almost like don't have control over it. Like all of a sudden I'm like I have an idea and then it just goes off. So I could try to be normal and get a job or this like it's just not it's just I don't know how much control I have over this, whatever
Oh
I do.
wow, interesting. Okay,
You're like, okay. And on that
no, no, it's interesting. It's interesting because I mean I see some of myself in you when you talk about it, but maybe not on this level of things.
note,
So how do people around you deal with this?
there's a lot of solitude.
Mm,
I That's why a lot of my projects are solo projects
mm,
because when I do want to like know what I want and how I want it to go, if people I work with are slowing that down or like flaking out on me, like I have to just kind of be like, sorry, next.
mm,
So that's how I learned a lot of things. Like probably that's how production came about because people were like not working at the pace or like on the level that I needed at that time.
right.
So I was just like, I'll just do it myself. There's always a lot of that as an artist. That's why right now artists make their own flyers and their own websites and this and that because so much of it is just like nobody will care about your project as much as you do or see it the way you do, right? So that's why it ends up being a lot of me doing whatever it is,
Hmm.
you know?
Hmm.
Even if I like do a photo shoot with somebody, I still think about what I want it to look like. I come up with the jewelry, the makeup, the clothes or whatever, the location, and then I'll just be like, okay, can you shoot this?
Hmm.
It's better than me, asking for somebody to come up with all of the concepts and blah blah blah, and then it not being what I wanted in the first place.
Uh,
That might not be my. I'm not a photographer, but I've done enough photos to know what I like, what I don't like, and what I want it to look like. So like if I'm like a solo artist, directing myself just became a part of it, right? So the artistic direction of what all of it looks like is I kind of do that, which, when you get to be a big pop star, there's a lot of people kind of like your wardrobe person, your makeup person, your whatever. There's like a director for every aspect of it,
mhm.
And it's like that's another thing I don't know if I could even handle because when I see it, I see like kind of every aspect of it. So
Mm,
it's sometimes hard for me to work with other people. So
mm,
like how do people deal with it? I have great friends that sometimes just drag me out to go out dancing.
mm,
We'll hang out and like whatever and they kind of at this point understand that I'll probably be in hibernation for a very long time while I'm working on a project,
right.
but we'll go out and we'll have fun and whatever. But it's more like there's a lot of like working alone. There really is.
Okay. Okay. So okay. So then, how does this work in a relationship?
It's that hasn't worked very well, so I can't really.
She's like,
If it
listen, do yeah, dinner. Okay, in 3 months. You know.
no, 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 no. See,
Mhm,
it's actually the opposite because like I told you, I'm such an emotional person. So
mhm,
if I am to meet somebody, my work almost goes away. And then I'm just like
Oh,
very involved in that. So it's actually, if that doesn't go well, I'm crushed because not only that didn't go well, I let my work
I
slide.
see.
And now I'm just like sitting there like, well, what? Why did I do that? But I'm just such an emotional like person. It's never good.
Oh,
So that's again, I tried to aim for solitude.
okay, yeah, man, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah,
It's
I mean, I don't
mhm.
know if I've, yeah. But I mean, I don't. It's tough for me in relationships as well, but for other reasons. That reason as well, but then eight more reasons as well. So, but
Yeah, for reasons here too, but that's what we were talking about.
cool, cool.